enough ranting. Let's move into the biggest surprise section, and that was Warehouse Dreams by Teresa Halvorsen for me. A surprise because I actually thought this book would be set in a very different category than it actually was at the end of the day, because the author advertises it as spicy romance with paranormal elements, and I actually find the romance part of it, I mean, there is spice, but the romance part of it is kind of more on the sideline. I loved everything else about this book. I really enjoyed that paranormal story about a school that is kind of in an X-Men setting is taking on people with special abilities, like they can teleport themselves and stuff like that. The story is actually from the POV of the teachers, not the students, which I thought was very interesting. I love this aspect of kind of a school setting, because I can't think really quickly of a book in a school setting where it is actually about the teachers, not the students. And it has a lot of societal conversation around, okay, how do you deal with people that have genetic abilities that are kind of seen as a threat in general in the world? How do you deal with that as a nonprofit organization? How do you get funding? How do you, make sure that your students are safe and all that kind of stuff? And from that perspective, I thought it was incredibly well done. The romance I actually found very distracting, and I would have loved if that would have been taken out. And instead, we would have gotten more about the actual dystopian story or paranormal story.